The beliefs we have about ourselves can either bring us closer to achieving our fitness goals or drag us away. Stick around to find out about learned helplessness and how we can solve it so we can finally achieve our fitness goals. Coming up next. What's up, people? Jean Carlos here with Total Body Training, where I help you get lean, gain muscle, and build confidence. And this is Fit Tips episode number 16. And today's topic is learned helplessness and your fitness goals. In order to really understand learned helplessness, we're going to start off with an example. And our example takes us to the country of India. India is known for many things, and one of them is their elephants. I mean, elephants are everywhere, and there are people who specifically work to train those elephants. So what they do is when the elephants are little elephants, baby elephants, or maybe toddler elephants, they take the elephant and they tie it up to a pole or a tree so that it can't get away. And they're just using some basic rope. Now the elephant tries to escape. It really wants to because no one wants to be tied up. And so the elephant keeps trying, but it's too little to break away. So eventually, after it tries and tries and tries, the poor little elephant just stops. Now, time goes by and the elephant becomes a big size elephant, and the elephant doesn't try to break away anymore. They still have the elephant tied up with the same rope that it used when it was a little baby elephant or toddler elephant, but it doesn't try anymore. And chances are it could just break away, but because they're still using the same rope. But the elephant now has learned helplessness. It has learned that it can't get away even though it's bigger and its situation is different and it's tougher and it could definitely break away. It just doesn't try because it's learned to be helpless. If you can relate at all to that elephant, you might be struggling with learned helplessness. Let's say you tried to lose weight in the past, but you failed. And now you feel a little bit helpless and hopeless. You feel like there's something wrong with me. I just can't do this. I'm a failure. Maybe it's my genetics, or maybe it's my family history, or maybe it's my age. And while some of those things could potentially, contribute to it, genetics and family history and stuff like that, the reality is that somewhere along the line, you dropped the ball, or maybe the diet or the program or something that you were on just wasn't right for you. And what would be more productive for you to do is to recognize that you dropped the ball and take responsibility for that and say, man, that first time really sucked. But I know deep down that if I apply myself and I figure out what I did wrong, or if I figure out a better plan or get on a better schedule, that I'll actually achieve my fitness goals. And this is called learned optimism. Martin Seligman did a study on learned optimism, and I'm going to post a link to a video or a book about that in the description section down at the bottom so you can learn a little bit more about it. Learned optimism means that when something doesn't go right the first time, it's not really inherently your fault deep down. It's not something inherently wrong with you. It's just that you could have done something better. And so you're open to the idea of improvement, open and eager to find a better way to accomplish your goals. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, but how do I even fix that? I mean, it's not like I can just flip a switch to be more optimistic. Hey, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy and that you're just gonna flip a switch. But what I'm suggesting is that you did learn helplessness and you can learn optimism. The human brain is the most complex computer on earth. And if you're constantly programming negative thoughts into your computer, you're going to be a negative person and have horrible thoughts running around in your mind. So if you're constantly telling yourself, I can't because this happened to me, or you know what, I'm just not that kind of person, or I'm never successful. If you start to ingrain those things and program them into your computer, then you're going to be that, and you're going to put that out into the world whenever you try to actually accomplish what you want. Now, what I would suggest is that instead, if you're running around with these hopeless feelings in your mind, we can learn to recognize them. So the moment that you start to think like, I can't do this, or I'm not good enough, what you can do is go, wait a minute, hold up, I'm having that thought, I'm being pessimistic again, I'm having that learned helplessness. Instead of thinking this way, let me rationalize this and be like, you know what, I can do it. Or if I try a little bit harder and really apply myself, I can make it. All it takes is a little bit extra work. All it takes is you smiling and trying a little bit to start to program into your brain this learned optimism. Learning to be optimistic isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take some effort and some practice. But the more you start to apply that to yourself and to your fitness goals, the better outlook you're going to have and the closer and closer you're going to get to achieving those goals. All right, people, thanks for watching this video. If you have any experiences with learned helplessness or with learning to be more positive, please share those down in the comments section below. You never know who you'll inspire with your stories. Until next time, peace.